EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. Flushed out right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. In motion left goes Reynolds. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Levis looking to throw. That's to the former Lion, Josh Reynolds. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Play action now. Levis airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, 35 yards. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Seven 0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go play action here with Williams. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. From the gun, here's Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go!
Here's Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
To the air, Williams. Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. To throw, Williams.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Right side 4. Odd, right side 4.
From near the goal line, here's Levis. That's complete. It's Josh Riley.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Right 54, right 54.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And Levis going to change the play. First down, and it's Pollard again.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Levis sets up to throw here. And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
And that's caught at the 25. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Josh Reynolds, 72 yards.
And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Looking to throw is Williams. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff, Swift running to the left.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Throwing is Williams. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Like 54.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He finds his target, Allen. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. To throw once more, here's Williams. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
One of the underrated additions the Bears made this offseason was signing Gerald Everett. He's someone who's been a productive playmaker at the tight end position, and they're certainly hoping that trend continues now that he's a Chicago Bear.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
A little short pass. This is Everett. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Williams from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Back to throw, it's Levis.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On play action, here's Williams. Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
To the air once more, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Here we go.
Here's Levis. That finds the former Jaguar, Calvin Ridley. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Levis looking to throw. He's got a man, complete. And down to the 29-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 43 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now Levis. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Levis to throw it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards.
Levis looking to move him around a bit.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
Folk's kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Now they can't bring him down. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, like 13.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Like 46, like 40.
Levis.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
The Folks' kick is good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This is a nice display of belief and faith right here because he just fumbled on the previous drive and it led to a field goal. But they definitely want him to have a short memory, and they believe he has one. So they put him right back in the fire early in the next drive.
Here's Williams.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Allen's got it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go, 1st and goal.
Let's go. Take go.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bears. Keenan Allen, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Like 24.
Here's Levis.
And his throw is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here we go.
Levis. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Levis to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Levis, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Still going inside the 20.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Like 54.
Here's Levis. Complete to Boyd.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach reach the 50. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Levis. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Bears, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston.